Hey, thank you for watching my channel. I am the Divine Maverick, also known as the mother of twins, helping you along your twin flame journey. If this is your first time watching the channel, thank you so much for being here. I'm honored at your presence. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a little time with me, and I appreciate that. So if you find that you like the content on the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the videos because it'll put your energy in these card decks that I use. And next time you come back to see a video, it'll feel like a personal reading for you. Speaking of personal readings, I do those. I call them my love and light sessions. Everything you need to know about how to book that can be found down below in the description box. TheDivineMaverick.com is my website. That's the only way that you can book a love and light session with me. I don't solicit you first. You come to me. So don't be losing your money out here in these Tarot streets, okay? The website, that's the only way to book a reading. All right, with me. So Divine Feminine, Initiation by Fire. This is the Lightworker Oracle guidebook deck with the, I can't remember the name of this deck, Karma Cards, Monty Farber. So I wanted to see what house was like being affected for this read. These are kind of cool karma cards, but I like to just read the different houses. So it looks like Divine Feminine, your 7th house is affected. This is about the general public. It's about your business partners. Oh, your business partners, there's something going on. It's about your competitors, contracts, legal matters, Divine Feminine. It could be about public relations. I almost said personal relations, but yeah, because the 7th house is about personal relations. But public relations, committed lovers or marriage partners, and also enemies. This could, so relationships. And some relationships you might have to handle diplomatically in order for you to get a fair deal. Divine Feminine. All right, so you are being initiated by fire. I was thinking of putting Fire Witch in my title, but I decided not to. But if you have a fear, let me just say this. If you have a fear, and this isn't for everybody, but I do need to deliver this message so we can move on with the reading because this message is part of the reading. But if you have a fear of fire, and I mean like an unnatural fear, for some reason you are, are terrified of flame, or you dream of being burned, I'm not going to say it, burned, you dream of that sometimes, or you're just terrified of the flames, right? You probably, quite likely, in a past life, you were a witch and you were burned at the stake. And I know that's like, what? But pray about it is what I'm going to say. But here's what I found as I was talking to a beautiful Divine Feminine today. I wrote the quote down, but I don't know where I wrote it. Well, I do know where I wrote it. It's in my journal, but I said something to the effect of your greatest and deepest fear is your point of power. That's where, if you can overcome that, your greatest and deepest fear, whatever that thing is that you're fearing, Divine Feminine, then that will be your point of power when you face it, when you go there. You can come, where is that? Let me, just for that, y'all, I gotta see where I wrote it because it was kind of good. Let me just, 1 second, you guys. Yes. Our deepest and greatest fear is usually, wow, that was the best part I left out. Our deepest and greatest fear is usually the place of our most potent power, okay? So our deepest and greatest fear is usually the place of our most potent power, meaning if you are afraid of fire, then you definitely need to, with supervision, with wisdom, go outside, whatever, but you need to light a fire. You need to understand why. And if that's water for you, if that's being your head being covered, or you feel like you're being bound or held against your will or something like that, like don't squeeze me, don't squeeze me from the back, or don't grab my hands, don't grab my wrist, whatever, you know what I mean? That deepest, greatest fear is usually the place of your most potent power. So, touch it, overcome it, integrate it right into everything that you are. All right. Now, so the initiation by fire, and I got all the way off. I didn't really get off track, but you know what I mean? I tell you that because in this woman's hands she has fire. that coming out both palms of her hand. I do also feel that this woman is a healer. So divine feminine, you're probably very much aware that you are a healer. That's why it's been important for the last few months, at least the last 4 months, or maybe even starting with February for some of you. February 2nd is also a date, but you kind of are insulated. So she's in this bubble. You're protecting your aura. You know what you carry. You know the power that you command or the power that you hold, divine feminine. And I feel like this is like it's a city, but it looks like a promised land. And this is like that place called there is what I would call it. Y'all can't really see it because of the way the camera is. But can you see? Yeah, a little bit. There's like a city up here or crystals. It looks like a city to me. But there, you know that you're going places. You're going somewhere, divine feminine. And so your relationships are being affected in this initiation by fire because let me give you the message from the Lightworker Oracle book. This is a good message too. It says, initiation by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Allow the power of the divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and new life. You are, like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. So, divine feminine, this is about your highest good being most important. If this is about letting go of anything that we're going to say no longer serves you, but letting go of anything, even that things you might have believed in, because excuse me, I just cleared my throat, didn't say excuse me. Let me clear my throat. Excuse me, you guys. And also speaking, then this initiation by fire is going to finally unblock your throat chakra. Those of you who have been waiting to speak your truth, because you probably did not. It's been a pattern of you not speaking your truth, especially in your relationships. So it says, you have the spirit of the phoenix in you. You are able to rise again and again, even if at times all seems lost. You are guided to remember this as you are now being spiritually cleansed through initiation by fire. During such times, you will feel that you are being asked to let go of relationships, situations, sometimes even jobs, attitudes, belief systems that you have relied upon up until this point. You might have unintentionally placed more faith in that person, place, belief system, or identity than you placed in the divine. And you see, that's why it has to go. That's why it has to be consumed. That's why it has to be killed. That's why the head has to be cut off. That's why it has to be dealt with fire. With fire, something that can consume, something that can change the makeup, change the oh, I saw that. It has to something had to be introduced to you, divine feminine, that could change the way you were doing things, that could change the makeup of a thing. Okay, this feels very alchemical. You know what I mean? So anyway, it says, you might have held on to them rather than allowing the divine to guide you. This can happen easily on the earth plane. Sometimes these attachments become confining rather than supportive. And see, divine feminine, spirit noticed that you were starting to wane, W-A-N-E, a little bit, being connected as so much in the way you were. So spirit was like, you know what, let me step in and let me bring this tower in. And now here you are being initiated into the next level by fire. So this is about how you learn to let go. That's what the fire, this purification, this spiritual cleansing, this clearing is about. So in such cases, when you found yourself being confined rather than supported, you will need to free yourself to continue your life journey. Now, during the initiation by fire, all such attachments are burned away. You see? Because divine feminine, you have to continue your life's journey, period. That's not a question, okay? A new life is a blessing, but that doesn't mean it is easily won. Sometimes the process can be challenging to the mind, even whilst the heart trusts in what is taking place. Okay. So the mind is still trying to get around what the heart already knows. All right. The heart already knows. Your heart is leading you. Your soul knows the way, divine feminine. And this initiation by fire is like the last piece or the last hurdle for you for a season, for a long while, because I do feel, divine feminine, there is a season of rest coming to you because you are stepping into a new realm of authority and power. Whatever has been your stronghold in life, such as family, a marriage, job security, a talent, or something that you have used to define. Sorry, I didn't turn the page. Something that you have used to define your sense of self will be where the fire burns the brightest. So whatever you were hiding behind, I see Adam and Eve with fig leaves. They were naked and unashamed, didn't know anything about right, wrong, light, dark. They just weren't exposed to it, right? That's why God said, don't mess with the tree in the midst of the garden. Don't mess with the tree because your eyes will be open. But Adam and Eve began to take something that would be inefficient or unable to cover them in all their glory. See that figuratively and symbolically, right? Both of them are the same thing, right? I mean, see that symbolically. The fig leaves were not ample enough to cover them in all their glory. There was still skin being shown. These leaves were not made to be clothing. Okay, they needed something more ample, something more adequate, right? So anyway, the fire is going to burn the brightest on anything, divine feminine, that you are trying to use to cover you, or if it's a false identity, if it's, again, family, whatever, a job, status, promotion, just something that's what we would call false or not conducive to your spiritual journey, right? Anyway, those areas will be transformed. Letting go and allowing that to happen to the very parts of your life that you are most protective of can require deep faith. And you have to remember that love is real, so that you can hold on to your courage while you let go and allow the divine to have its way. So if you just remember, divine feminine, that love is real, you can just simply let go and let God. Let God have his way. Let Mother Gaia have her way in nurturing you and grounding you while you go through this process. Have the balance. Have that balance between the masculine and feminine. Remember that the power of fire is destructive only in part, because pyre, that sounds like a last name. Now I'm hearing spire. Spire, inspire me, and I'm hearing spire, and I also see church, like a church spire. Somebody's going to have a wedding in a traditional church, but it has a spire. It looks like some Roman Catholic. It looks like a cathedral in a big city. Actually, I'm seeing St. Michael's now. Okay, back to the reading. those messages just snuck in here, didn't they, divine feminine? Okay, so it says, remember that the power of fire is destructive only in part. It also stimulates rapid new growth. Healing will arise in whatever area is being transformed. It is not only an ending, it is also a beginning. So this fire that's coming to your life, divine feminine, is freeing. It's very empowering. It's one of these things that that causes you to confront your fears and insecurities as you learn to trust spirit unconditionally and know that the universe will always provide for you, and always in the way that is best for you, even if you don't understand why it needs to happen the way it does at that time. And they're saying to keep your eye on the inner transformations that are occurring rather than fearing the outer changes. So divine feminine, inside, there's a lot going on with you. There's a lot of inner changes happening. So don't worry about what your outside is starting to transform into, because all of this is going to come for your highest good. These relationships, these things that you're having to let go of in order to bring in organization and realizations and epiphanies about your life. All right, let's get a few cards here, and then we'll be out of here. Thank you, divine feminine, for your patience. Let's see. Release your guilt. The fire. Look at them sitting in front of the fire. I think it's 2 cards here, and this is card number 21 as well. And 2021 also unplug and relax for a spell. right? This is the a version of the tower, and this is believe in your magic. You might need to drink tea. You might need to pull out your rose quartz crystals. But here's the fire, clover. Clovers, four-leaf clover. Oh, the candle just went out. You see that? Stop burning the candle at both ends and start to relax. Unplug and relax for a spell, okay? Because of what you're going through with the team building. I'm hearing in teamwork and collaboration with spirit for this. 21, of course, you know what that is. That's 2 3s out there, actually. Ascended masters are on deck. All right, this is stars. You can manifest your every wish. Big changes are coming for you. You're learning more divine feminine. You're grounding yourself with this energy. You're maybe becoming more social with friends, or maybe you have like a good friend that you can confide in, somebody that is that gets you, that understands your journey, you understand theirs, and there's a synergy. What I'm hearing, symbiosity. I don't know if that's a word, but symbiotic is what I'm hearing. I'll look it up after I get off with you guys, but I don't know what that means, but I'm saying that you guys could be of different cultural backgrounds or races, also different races. You could have braids in your hair, and your friend could have a lovely bob or not. You know what I mean? But either way, following your stars, you're starting to understand or learn about astrology, even as you're coming through this initiation by fire, because you're realizing and seeing for you you want the astrology piece. How about that? And that's good. That's good. Get that in. That's you, right? Lavender, surround yourself with love. Again, I feel like you're being very social, divine feminine. Lots of connection with nature, lots of connection with herbs. I'm hearing lots of connection with fire, in with your candles. Yeah, and again, you could be a coffee or tea drinker, or a cat owner. You might have a cat. You might have a tabby cat, or you have a cat named Tabby. All right. I'm also seeing sage. Maybe you make sage bundles. Now that's one of the things that you do. All right. And you're very good at it. Kudos to you. So lavender, you may have products that contain lavender, or you use lavender to help you sleep, but and feel loved, feel protected. It's a kind of a ritual that you do, or something you do habitually. Got number 10 out here. So again, you are tired of being Five of Pentacles out in the cold, Capricorn energy. You are ready for love. And so you're surrounding yourself with love, because you're realizing that in order to have friends, you must first yourself be friendly. And in order to have love, you must first be loving, and all this. And you're learning these kind of kind of things, these sacred texts with all this wonderful advice is coming off the page, and you're starting to use it in your life. Okay, so raindrops, take a chance on them. All right, so for some of you, it is literally with these fairies and these butterflies. It is about your spiritual transformation. And for some of you, you've gone through enough storms, because you see they're standing under these raindrops, but you've gone through enough in your life that you're like, you know what? I'm going to just surrender to the divine. I'm going to do it divine's way. You're going to take a chance on them. All right. You're going to take a chance on the guidance that you're receiving from spirit guides, ascended masters, the synchronicities. Like, all roads are leading you to pay attention to what spiritual beings, because you see these are two spiritual beings around them, a fairy and a butterfly, because there's transformation. There's also magic. Magic that's afoot. Magic is afoot. 39 is here. 39 may be someone's age. That's what I feel. It's someone's age. And then one more card. Universe. We're all just stardust. This is a card about realizing that we're all very much connected. It's card number 31, which y'all know is my favorite. Saturn is here in the house that Saturn maybe you probably have Saturn placements in your chart, but 31 is always for me as a reader, Proverbs 31:10, which is the virtuous woman. And I feel, let me just read this. Not only this almost feels like that's the hands of God, divine hands, and we are in the stardust represents the people, or the whatever these hands have responsibility for. But everything is in this hands. You can just look at these loving hands, and that's a message for you, divine feminine, that you are just wrapped in the loving hands of spirit. You are nurtured. You are covered. You know, God wants for you to feel comfortable, for you to feel sure. Where is the book? I want to see what this message is, guys, real quick. with the universe. And then I'm going to start closing. So it says, when we're children, we can barely comprehend the vastness of our own lives, let alone the existence of other planets. It's not long before we learn we aren't the center of the universe. We are but specks of stardust in one of many skies. However, we must in one of its many skies. I'm sorry. However, we must all still do our part to take care of our own individual worlds, or else it throws everything else off balance. Yeah. Make sure to keep balance in your life, but don't forget the big picture. Don't forget to recycle. Don't litter and give thanks. The big picture stuff. Don't litter. You know what I'm saying? Divine Feminine, with your initiation by fire, you're just getting better. You know what I mean? You're just getting better. You're just letting go of any partnerships, anything that's false, anything that's been keeping you back. But moving on without any tension, without any I'm gonna even say regret, divine feminine. Okay, because you're surrounding yourself with people that are starting to understand and know the real you, and also you're surrounding yourself with people that show you love. Okay, you're surrounding yourself with love, and they're showing you love, and you have love to give, right? And now you're seeing how you are part of a whole. You're really starting to understand that collective energy, right? And so you're learning how to just to relax and unplug, just let things happen. Release all your guilt about who you used to be, or what you came out of, or what you have to let go of, or why you let go of certain things. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Just live your life like it's golden, because it is. All right. And when you do that, as you're in this initiation by fire, once you come out on the other side, like pure gold, looks like you're going to be moving into a new career for some of you. And if that's you, then you will be probably a media maven. Says, I work through mass media to connect all people with the universal truth. So you can be working on social media as a whatever it is. It feels like it's a speaker. Definitely feels like that. Scientists. Okay, we got some scientists here. You work and observe with an open heart so that you may understand the mysteries of the universe. So you're very technical, right? Major manifestor, like my other reading, but you're a scientist. So you're pursuing that. You might start to go, back to school, or start to specialize in whatever this is you're doing. Administrator, your decisive leadership and management skills bring structure, order, and harmony to the business world. So some of you are really honing in and magnifying your skills for administrative tasks, or being an administrative, a leader, a decisive leader, and an excellent manager. And others of you are pregnant, or going to be pregnant, or you're going to be foster children, foster parents. Because I'm hearing something about foster care, but I feel like some of you are just gonna focus more on your children after this this initiation by fire. You're going to raise and nurture children, for they are the supreme joy of the universe. But I feel like you're going to reconnect with your children, because there probably was a bit of a disconnect as you were still ascending and trying to just ground all your energy. Let's get one more. Just telling you where you're going, perhaps for some of you after this initiation by fire. Burn, baby, burn everything that does not serve me. You're going to be a service specialist. You're going to demonstrate the universal value of giving through your willingness to serve others. So you could actually be in hospitality, anything that entails you doing a service or performing a service for others, so that they have value, whether it's whatever it's. I'm hearing concierge, I'm hearing personal assistant, I'm hearing administration again. I'm also hearing laborer, like yard work, like maintenance people, pools or air conditionings, or it's things like that. People that know how to work well with their hands. This is like I'm picking up like Mr. Fix It or Miss Fix It energy from the service specialist. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. But anyway, it looks like I said, you're going to be moving into something new as far as your career, which is going to give you a lot of satisfaction as well, divine feminine, as you continue to go through. Ooh, got a crystal was on there. This initiation by fire. So let's get you an angel. Show me an angel. Is that a song? It is a song. Make it plain for me, please. What do you like, divine feminine, to know? That looks like that wants to speak. I know that's right. Take a life review, Divine Feminine. Archangel Jeremiel is saying, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Yes, that's what the initiation by fire does. It causes you to, oh, as I look back over my life and I think things over. I can truly say that I've been blessed. I got a testimony. Anyway, you're taking a life review, okay? You do have a testimony, Divine Feminine, but you're going to take inventory. Anything that needs to change or is unbalanced, it's out of there. It's out of there, right? There is a purging and a spiritual cleansing happening for you. I'm so very excited for you, Divine Feminine. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, guys. Take care of yourselves and each other until we meet again. Okay? Bye.